It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got one of those mystery beers from Sweden. This is beer number 9, wrapped up in paper, and it comes from, so this is a map of Sweden, and it comes from number 9, which is down there in Malmo. Really interesting stuff. The beer was sent to me by Hakan. Thank you very much, Hakan. Now we'll reveal it. I'm not really sure what it is. Here we are. This is International Haze New England IPA, a creamy mango and pineapple infused beer made in Karlshamn, Sweden, and it's by Brygghus 19. It's a nice looking can. I like the look of that. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass, and oh my goodness me, it smells incredible from nearly an arm's length away. There's a look at the beer then. That looks wonderful. 2 finger, slightly off-white head. That looks like mango juice all day long. Mango, mango, mango. Hazy mango juice. International Haze. Wow. There we are, that's all the can. Thank you very much, Hakan. Let's get the aroma. Oh, what did I say? The ABV, 7% ABV. It just is out of this world. Smells out of this world crazy. Oh. You definitely get a sense of that fresh pineapple. You definitely get the sense of that fresh mango. And it's really hoppy. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it's one of those, it's one of those really fruit-infused beers. I'm going to have to bring it back up because I brought it up when Northern Monk Brewing Company in the UK brewed a beer like this. And I'm only bringing it up because I feel it's fair that I brought it up with Northern Monk. I'm going to bring it up again today with this beer. It's only fair. And if I'm perfectly honest, first of all, let me get this bit out the way. I really like the beer. I really like the beer. I'm a massive fruit juice fan. I love mango, I love pineapple, and all the different fruit juices that are out there. Orange juice and whatever. I like the fact that there's a nice amount of kind of bitterness on the back end from the hops, and there's a little bit of sweetness there from the malt. So let's get that bit out the way first. I really like the beer. But where do I sit? Where do I sit in terms of, I come in for a lot of stick. I come in for loads and loads and loads of stick. The last time I said this, I called the beer review from Northern Monk craft beer or fruit wine. What is it? Is it a craft beer? Is it a fruit wine? There's a massive amount of fruit in this beer. There's a tremendous amount of fruit in this beer. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line when you're making that decision to make the beer? When do you say we're gonna not put so much hops in? Maybe because they're expensive, and I totally understand that part of the brewing process too. Hops are expensive. When you take away the hops and then you start adding fruit juices, lots of fruit juices in terms of this beer's case, I don't really know where I sit with it. I'm like totally... Because there was a lot of people in the comments of saying it cannot be a fruit wine because it's not been made with grapes and whatnot, and it's been brewed with malt. So it's technically a beer. So okay, I listened to you the first time. It's technically a beer because it's been brewed with malt and yeast and water and hops. But how much fruit do you put in a beer before you start questioning it? I'm standing here questioning the very substance of this beer. I'm just can't quite get my head around it because there's so much fruit in the beer. Real fruit. Real fruit. Right, International Haze. Creamy mango and pineapple infused beer. Collaborative brew with Jamil, Janif chef, owner and brewer at Heretic Brewing Company. Brewed with ridiculous amounts of fresh mosaic and citra. Okay, hops, combined with mango, pineapple and lactose. Okay, I've not read the can before I've reviewed the beer because it was wrapped in paper. And I don't generally read cans before reviews anyway. Fresh, they've used ridiculous amounts of fresh mosaic and citra. Okay. Then it's a beer. But there's still loads of fruit in there. There's still a lot of fruit in this beer. I'd love to know how much exactly. There's lots of lactose in there as well. For the best haze experience, rotate can gently before serving. Amazing, isn't it? If you imagine, when I was first doing beer reviews 10 years ago, asked me to rock the bottle round so I can make a hazy beer. People would go crazy, but this is where we are now this day and age. I love it. I love hazy beer. I'm just going to rate it. Looks good. It smelled wonderful when I opened it. Tastes really good. Although they've mentioned a ridiculous amount of, what are they saying, mosaic and citra, I still can't quite get past that pineapple and mango that the fruit that they've added into the beer. It's just, for me, it's just outbalancing. It's outbalancing the ridiculous amount of hops which they've admitted to putting into this beer. I like it. I said that at the very beginning. I'm just confused with all this line drawing. Where is it? When is it a beer? When is it not a beer? That type of thing. So let's just go with what I said at the beginning. Let's go with my heart. My thoughts and my heart. Do I like the beer? Yeah. Do I like it enough to give it an 8 out of 10? It's an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I'd be really interested to get your comments in the comments box on this one. I'm sure there's going to be a fantastic discussion on this very subject. Comment, subscribe, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!